No problem, Karen. Take your time.
I think I've taken my time. It's been a while. Taken my time. All right, guys, here I am. How is everyone doing? This is Dr. Dees. Welcome to our Tuesday night. I'm back. Thank you to the auditors. I am back for our Tuesday night product, Sunrider. Let's get healthy calls. Tell me how you're doing and who's on. Karen, it's Maureen. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? Good. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for all your posts of wake up, here's the morning, here's the sun. Who else wants to say hello? I heard Arkansas. Hi, Carol. Hello, Biz. Hi, guys. Marlene's here, honey. Hi, sweetie. How's Florida? Good. Welcome back, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Anyone else want to say hello? All right, everybody. I am Dr. Karen Spencer-Dees. I am going to host, and I am back to do all of our Sunrider calls. This is about Sunrider. This is all about your Sunrider foods. It's about food in general and how to eat ourselves, really, to feed ourselves into well-being. And as I've said many, many times, and I think the most important word here is that we all get a new moment to really remind ourselves of the amazing word called regeneration. And that word is really what we're going to focus on tonight, and then a plethora of Sunrider foods. So guys, remember, you can star 6, and that will mute you. So if you want to cook, if you want to eat, if you want to use your blender, walk your dog, whatever it is you want to do, star 6. And then if you want to jump on and speak, this is an interactive call for you. Hit star 6 again, and it will let you back on. You can also just mute and unmute if you have that button on your phone, okay? So I'll give you a chance to do that, and then we'll jump in, okay? Hi, Dr. Dees. It's Jeannie, and it's nice to hear your voice again. Hi, Jeannie. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it, and lovely to hear your voice, too. And for all of you who have had such concern and care for my children, thank you. And we are doing well. And I appreciate all of the prayers and all of the wonderful support. Everyone's doing well. Thank you. So guys, first and foremost, let's just start with the idea, right? That regeneration truly means that if we give our bodies the right combination of food, and that's food in the healthiest form, where it's the most alive, and then it is absolutely digestible for us, our bodies can then use that food to produce fuel, right? Which allows us to start to do what we call regenerate. That fuel then allows for your body's systems to function optimally, whether it's your heart, right, that is pumping blood, or it is your circulatory system, or it is your adrenal glands that are regulating your fight or flight and your emotions and your hormones, whatever it may be. We need that fuel, right, to give us the nutrition to function. When we do not have either enough of that nutrition, then we are deficient. It doesn't mean that we didn't have a little bit, we don't have enough. And so we may need to eat more. And that's really what tonight is about. Are we getting enough? Are we doing enough to really feed our bodies what we need to not only regenerate, but to fuel us so that we have an optimal life? And for a lot of you, you've been following Dr. Ruben Chen, and you know he's having, right, knee surgery. And so I want you to kind of use that as an example. We need our fuel to be in its best form. We need that food to be digestible. We need it to be able to convert to that fuel that allows for us not just to function, but to heal, recover, right? And optimally regenerate. And so with Sunrider, what we have is we have what we call concentrated food, which means that it has dense nutrition. So if I were to go into the garden, right, and I were to pick, 8 to 10 pounds of carrots, and I were then to take all of that nutrition from the 8 to 10 pounds of carrots and spray dry that nutrition on one carrot and eat that carrot, that would be what we call dense nutrition. That one carrot gave me the nutrition of 8 to 10 pounds of living food. Sunrider, every one of their ingredients is concentrated that way. So you are getting dense, concentrated nutrition every time, whether you're swallowing a capsule, or you're drinking a liquid, or you're eating some of the powder. It is not just one carrot out of the ground, and I get the nutrition of one carrot. It's the concentration of the amount of nutrition that we get from what we call the superfoods or the dense foods. That makes the difference, guys. That's the difference. So if I were to have you sit in the garden and I were to have you try to consume 8 to 10 pounds of carrots or kale or beets or whatever it may be every day, your stomach couldn't digest all of that roughage. And ultimately, you wouldn't be able to absorb it. We need it in a form that is user-friendly. Sunrider, in their brilliance, and Dr. Chen's brilliance, found a way to absolutely concentrate a small amount of that food with all the nutrition of 8 to 10 pounds of it, and sometimes even more. And so that's why you feel better, and that's why you recover faster. That's why you sleep better. That's why in the morning, for most of you, when you eat your Sunrider, you feel your best, and then as the day goes on, you forget to eat it again, and you start to have more symptoms. The reality is that we need concentrated food all day long, not just sometimes. We need it for our exercise, we need it for just sleeping, we need it for all functions of our body all day and all night. And as I've shared with you so many times, I absolutely love Sunrider's mission statement. So I'm going to just start with that, who we are. Because I think it's important, especially with everybody being, there's a Yiddish word my grandmother used, vertummelt. Vertummelt means so overwhelmed with the move to Texas and products being a little back ordered. It's called vertummelt, you're overwhelmed. I want you to remind yourselves who Sunrider is, who they've always been, and who they still are. Who we are is how it's stated. We are a world-class company that creates the finest herb-based products. Our purpose is to nourish the world and nourish you and inspire a life, your life, of balance, authenticity, and well-being. Our vision is to foster a culture of opportunity so that people anywhere, you can feel empowered to challenge your own conventions, push beyond your own boundaries, and pave your own path to success. We believe that investing in the holistic well-being of people, of you, allows you to live out your best life. And because of this, we are now and always will be committed to empowering personal and professional prosperity while also supporting your healthy lifestyle and living. So, this is who Sunrider has always been and who Sunrider is. And so although I'm starting right here with the big question, although a lot of those products that you're seeing right now that will say out of stock, all it means is that they are moving to an amazing, beautiful, right, manufacturing facility in Texas where they are training people right now so that they can get all your products shipped to you. This is a blip. This is a wonderful bump that has to happen so we get, right, the best of the best from Sunrider. This has been in the works for some time, and anyone who's ever moved knows what it's like. So, with that said, when you get online and you go to order your product and you see maybe it says out of stock, I want to remind you, it doesn't mean gone. It does not mean gone. It just means that it's going to take a little bit longer to get to you. So I want you to pick a different flavor. As I go through some of these products, I want you to think outside of your box, right? So if I always know what salad I like, this is how this is my analogy for all of you. I know that I love a Greek salad. I love raspberry dressing. I love feta cheese. I love olives and leafy greens. That's me. But sometimes we got to change it up, right? So if your raspberry fortune delight says delayed or out of stock, I want you to look at the peach. If the peach in the 60 box says, right, out of stock, I want you to look at the 10 packs and buy 6 of them. Buy 10 of them. If the peach is out of stock or the regular, I want you all to look outside your boxes. The food works, nourishes, and regenerates regardless of the flavor. Okay? The flavor is a convenience. It's a luxury. Everything will come back. So, we're going to talk tonight on, you all have been emailing me a lot, and I'm just going to jump in to what we call, because I think it's appropriate, the adrenal system. Your adrenal system, guys, regulates your fight or flight. How, right? I always say, how hysterical am I today? Did I wake up, right? Do I need to nourish my body's ability to regulate my hormones, to regulate how I handle my stress, how I cope, right? I think we could all be a little bit better in this. Whether we're young, whether we're in the middle of our lives or old, it doesn't matter. Hormones matter, guys. Cortisol matters. When we're stressed, we produce more cortisol. When we produce more cortisol, we have puffier fat cells. We're puffy. That's what we are. We feel bloated. We feel like our weight is heavier. Our abdomen or your belly looks distended. It's cortisol. That, believe it or not, you need to regulate your hormones to regulate this cortisol. And so all of this goes together. Our stress, how we eat. When we're stressed, we eat differently. We cope differently. We think differently. Our mental health is challenged. So I want us to look for a second at how to keep our adrenal glands, which regulate our cortisol, balanced. All of us, everybody. Okay? I'm going to start first, guys, with the women for a minute. I want everybody to look at a product that a lot of you have looked at only for menopause. And it's called Bella. Okay? And Sunrider on their wonderful page on the website, their website has buy every single product. And it will say when you click on it if something is out of stock. Just know that. It will say Sunrider. I'm sorry, say it again, honey. Yeah, I just got on. Oh, okay. You can start 6 if you'd like, sweetie, and then mute. So this is for Sunrider. So if you look, guys, on the website, you will see that there is a product fact sheet for every single product. I challenge you and I encourage everybody to be a smart consumer. Everybody, pull up the product fact sheet and read it. Become educated in your body and in your own health and why that product matters to you. Bella is an important product when it comes to regulating cortisol, especially for women of all ages. And so if you are puffy, if you are impatient, if you notice you're yelling at your kids a little bit more, or your spouse, if you notice that your tolerance isn't there, or you notice that your sleep isn't wonderful, that you are having a lot of heat, or for some it's hot flashes. This is cortisol. These are your adrenal glands, guys. These are important. And so Bella, I'm going to just read this to you just a little bit, okay? Bella, discover your inner balance. The benefit is you get outer beauty because the skin benefits from this. But this is a multi-symptom relief formula. That's a key statement. It's a multi-system relief formula. It's not just about menopause. Now, it definitely relieves a lot of the symptoms of menopause, but this is for all women. And I have to tell you, even for some men, but what it does is this multi-symptom relief formula synergizes with your body and how imbalanced your adrenal glands are and your hormones are. And it helps to ease your mood, your energy levels, and increase your metabolism so that you're not so puffy. It has no added stimulants and there's no added hormones. So there's no estrogen in here or progesterone or even testosterone. There's no hormone added in here. Okay? The Dong Quai that's in here helps subside premenstrual syndrome or PMS. So for those that understand that, a lot of times your skin breaks out. A lot of times younger women will find that they are having irregular periods or they are having all sorts of endocrine imbalances. The Dong Quai that's in here will subside the cramping. It'll subside the headaches, the mood swings. I hope everyone's thinking, why am I not using this, or why am I not using enough of it? The other big piece to this Bella is that it fights anxiety. And this is a big deal, especially in a climate right now that has so many mental health challenges for everybody. Anxiety is rampant and real. And if you are having an imbalance, right, in your adrenal glands where you're always in a fight or flight, or your temperament isn't there where you'd like it to, your energy is bottomed, you're not sleeping well, right? Your metabolism is suddenly very low, and you're noticing that you're gaining weight just from drinking water, right? Or you notice that your anxiety levels, your coping ability is just really challenged. Bella works every time. In addition, it fights the fatigue. So anyone who's ever had imbalance in their adrenal glands, and I've got to tell you, every woman needs Bella. Everybody. There's not a woman that doesn't need this. I don't care if you have menopausal symptoms or you don't. This benefits everybody. But the reality is that there are days you feel fatigued. There are days you feel anxious, right? There are days you're coping differently. There's a lot of trauma. For some, it's just change in life. For others, you have endocrine imbalances, or you have kids screaming, or for some of us, we have a lot of children that had some challenges this year. Maybe you are of an age bracket, right, where you are in the 60-plus realm, and the body doesn't produce the same amount of estrogen it used to, and so you don't know why you've gained weight or you're fatigued differently. Bella. You don't just use Bella because you have menopause. Use Bella because it helps your hormones balance and keeps your adrenal glands, your fight or flight glands, regulated. So you cope better, you are happier, you have more energy, and to be honest, your skin looks young. The benefits that Sunrider lists, right? Their benefits. It eases symptoms commonly associated with either perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, or PMS. Basically, that's every woman of every age. promotes fat burning and healthy weight loss. So for some of you, you missed the mark not using this. Today's your first day to start. It has no added hormones or stimulants. It regulates and supports blood sugar levels. So that blood sugar irregularity where you start to get the headache and you start to get droopy, you start to get tired and frustrated is alleviated. It eases anxiety, fights fatigue. And here's a big one, guys. It improves memory loss. Right? Everybody needs this. One of my favorite products. And I have to say, again, it's one of these products that I've learned over these months. So many of you are using sporadically or only because you think you have a hot flash. That's not the benefit of Bella. That is a small benefit. So in thinking about it, guys, I want you to ask yourself, all of you women or all of you that are sharing this, could I benefit from this? I'm not exactly sure how you could not benefit from this. And the reality, as I said to you before, of going to the garden, right, and picking 10 pounds of carrots, spray drying them on one and eating one carrot, you're getting that kind of concentration in here. So even if you went to the health food store and you bought dong quai, or you looked at these ingredients and then you wanted to buy them, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's not concentrated. It's also not the same, what I like to call vitality. It doesn't have the same life to it. Food has to be alive to be effective, not just a theory that an apple is good, so I eat an apple. It has to be an apple that has a high nutrition level. That's why we eat for seasons, right? Because we know if we eat the apples in the fall, they were just picked, it's probably got the most nutrition. Watermelons in the summer, there's reasons. I am telling you, women, start your Bella. Then we'll have another conversation on everybody's hysteria smell over your products. Second to that, I want you to add Fortune Delight. Now, this is for everybody, and then I'm going to go back to the men. Now, I am fully aware that most of you either bought out the Cali or don't have any right now. That's okay, guys. My Fortune Delight. The main ingredient, and we've said this how many times now, the main ingredient is what we call Camellia sinensis. Camellia sinensis is the leading, and I mean the leading ingredient of green tea. That is the highest level of antioxidants. That helps the body not just boost the immune system, but flush out impurities. So whether you're drinking Cali or like I know Doc Gaster likes to say, powdered Cali is Fortune Delight, it doesn't matter, guys. Drink the Fortune. Do not just wait for the Cali. The Fortune, and again, I don't care what flavor, but I need you to listen and really listen as to what does Fortune Delight really do. No different than Cali. It nourishes with healthy hydration. We're in, right, a time where hydration is the key to everything. When you are hydrated, your organs function optimally. When you are hydrated, right, we know that your symptoms are all diminished. Headaches disappear. Sometimes my answer to life always is have a glass of water. Have a glass of Fortune Delight. Hydrate, then let's see what your symptoms look like. Hydration allows you to sleep, but it allows the body, since we are over 70% water, organs need hydration to function or they malfunction. It's no joke. We have to stay hydrated. Fortune Delight allows for water to be more hydrating, which is amazing. It infuses it with antioxidants. So what does Fortune Delight do? It allows, and the reason I'm combining it with the Bella is in order for your hormones to stay regulated, you have to be hydrated. You cannot just have hormones floating in the air. You need hydration. Nourishes with healthy hydration. cleanses, allows for your liver, right? Nobody wants a fatty, toxic liver. Allows for kidneys. Allows, and we know, Carol, one day I'm going to bring you on, you can share about Dave. We know that it helps to regenerate kidney function. Allows for the toxicity that we take in from the air, from foods, from chemicals. We cannot have those circulating our system. We need our bodies to flush those out, and then we need to reinfuse our bodies with hydration, right? So that we function. Sunrider has created for you Fortune Delight, which allows, right, for you to stay hydrated. There's no sugar, there's no caffeine crash, and yet, because it's infused with such strong, dense, again, the same carrot analogy, dense nutrition, you actually get a deeper cleanse in the cells. And for those of you, right, that are active, we know it breaks down lactic acid in the muscles, so you cramp less. For those of you that are wanting your fat cells or your cholesterol to come down, it helps flush those fat cells. We know that for those of you that stay constipated all the time, it's because you just are not hydrated enough. It's such a big deal. And remember, in order to transport nutrients from the moment you put them in your mouth, right, to wherever they need to go, how does it get there? You have to have a carrier. It's that fluid that carries. And because all of you want healthy immune systems, we have what's called lymph fluid in our bodies, lymphatic fluid. You have more lymph fluid, guys, than anything else. And anybody who's ever had, right, swollen lymph nodes, you know what that feels like. Your throat hurts, right? Your glands are swollen. Those lymph glands have to drain. You need fluids, guys. You need to stay hydrated for everything to work. Fortune Delight is your answer. I don't care if you, forgive me, if you like the flavor. That is the truth. Pick a different one. Start drinking now. Do not wait for something else to come back from being back ordered. Drink your fortune. So for you women, we've got, you want to reduce your cortisol, you want your adrenal glands to function optimally. I am telling you, Bella, with your Fortune Delight. I'm jumping to the guys for a minute. Guys, I want you to listen. It's similar, okay? You have adrenal glands, no different than women. You have the same fight or flight reaction, right? How many of you know when you feel more angry, or you feel less patient, or you've come home from a long day and your tolerance is not there? Or you know that you're putting on the belly weight and you don't know why. It's fight or flight. I want you to think about, and aging does this, right? Because testosterone levels go down. There is a product that truly activates your metabolism and activates the adrenal glands. It works for women too, but guys, you need it. It's a meta booster. You need it, and you need it with your Fortune Delight, and you need it every day. And if I go on here and I look at Sunrider's Meta Booster, I want you to hear what it says. Activate your metabolism and give your body a natural boost. And I know Mac uses this. I don't know why Mac just popped in my brain, but I know Mac uses this. This fortifying formula delivers a powerful synergy of protective antioxidants and all your essential amino acids. And guys, just like women, but guys, you need your amino acids. You need more. You need them to be level, and you need all those amino acids, not just a few. That's why there's so many men who work out who are so addicted to some of these high protein powders, like truly high amino acid protein powders, because you feel good and you build muscle, right? And you feel calmer and you feel stronger. What the Meta Booster does is it provides protective antioxidants with all the essential amino acids, all of them. it nourishes and energizes your body. So you get not just the most from your workout, but you get the most from your day. The alpha lipoic acid in there neutralizes free radical damage and breaks down carbs to kickstart your metabolism. And guys, that's what you need. This is just what you need. It does it without steroids, without stimulants, and without chemicals. And every young guy, every middle-aged guy, every older guy always wants to be, and they need to be. You need to keep your muscle tone, and you need to keep your protein levels and your amino acids level, right? So your testosterone stays level and your adrenal glands stay regulated. And you using this along with the Fortune Delight is miraculous. Every day you will feel better. And for everybody who feels low energy or low libido, or you feel like you've got more fat than muscle now, or you have plenty of muscle and you want to continue that, or you're noticing your memory isn't as clear, right? You're noticing that you just don't feel your best. This is the combination. But more than that, we've come through some time now, right? Where there's a lot of stress. And this is what will regulate and balance your bodies out. And can women use it? Of course. But I want to give you guys a recipe. So if we look at Fortune Delight and Bella, Fortune Delight and Meta Booster, these are wonderful combinations. And guys, they take us out of that fight or flight and help us all to become stronger, right? Less flabby, more muscular. Our ability to cope for everybody is more effective. Okay? All right. Who has questions on these products, comments, experiences, anything?
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Rich.
Actually, how'd you know it was me?
It was instinctive.
There you go. Well, I'm happy to say that I've started my third Fitness Brigade 90-day workout.
Wow.
And I'm getting back into it, and I'm using all the basic fitness products that you mentioned: Meta Booster, Meta Shaper, Action Cap Fit, tons of Fortune Delight. The other day, I actually did my 45-minute workout, and then I played 2.5 hours of tennis. Not one cramp. Electric sport, evergreen, everything in the sport drink that we use for hydration down here in Florida. And I was the last guy standing, and I'm saying, "Where's everybody going?" And they said, "Well, we're done." I go, "Well, it's only 11:30. We've only been playing for 2.5 hours." And one of the guys, who's in his early to mid 50s, who's in good shape. He works out, he goes to the gym, plays tennis. He turned around to me and he goes, "You need to find guys that not only are younger than you, but that are in the kind of shape you're in." And that really struck me, that's what he picked up on, was the shape I'm in. It's all about the Sunrider products, because that's what keeps me going, and it helped me recover through my surgery, my Achilles surgery that I had last year. And it just, these products, I can't say enough, because number one, they do exactly what Dr. Dees tells you they're going to do. And if your body requires more or less, you just do more or less. Again, it's food. All right? One sandwich isn't enough, have 1.5. A sandwich is too much, have half a sandwich. Same thing with Sunrider. You eat what you need to eat to make a difference. And you do it consistently. And you're going to get the results, just like with the Fitness Brigade. I laid off for a while because of injuries, and I was having trouble playing tennis. I didn't have any endurance. I did the Fitness Brigade literally
seriously, that is, first of all, this is a wonderful testimony. And second of all, you hit upon a key element, right? Your recovery and your body's ability to recover. And that key point, which was you eat what you need for what your body needs. You do not limit it. So you eat it in the morning, but by the afternoon, if you needed more, you ate more, you drank more, you hydrated more. You truly are using the products, you're maximizing the benefits, and that's why you're getting the results. And I admire you for this. I really do. This is a wonderful testimony. Yeah.
And don't wait. Don't wait until you're licking your lips and you said, oh, I'm getting dehydrated. Too late. You're there. Now you're in recovery. When I ride my bike, I stop. I know exactly what street I'm going to stop at and drink. I know one of them is 5 minutes away. The next one is 8 minutes away. The one from there is 6 minutes. And I know, on average, that's how much distance I want to go before I drink. And I will take 2 quarts of Fortune with me, an extra Fortune if I run out, because I've planned my ride. I virtually get into my community as I finish my last 5 swallows of Fortune Delight.
Mm-hmm.
People go, how do you do that? I go, because I do this ride all the time.
Yep, you have a plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I do that because I don't want to have to recover. I don't want to become dehydrated. I want to prevent, and that's what Sunrider is about. It's about maintenance and prevention.
There you go. Richard's right, guys. I mean, the key of maintaining, regenerating, and then preventing. And he's right. Why wait until you do not feel good or you're symptomatic? Why not prevent? And that he's a wonderful example of what prevention looks like. And he feels good and he looks great. And that's the same thing we can all aspire to. There's 2 products that Rich talked about, and I want to jump in and cover them because they're part of your quinary, and your quinary is part of your Nourish Balance cleanse, right? So we have foods that nourish us. We have foods that allow the body, right, to flush out toxicity, and we have foods that balance different organs or different systems. And I think that there's 2 that go hand in hand with all of this. But especially right now, I want to really point out, because you get to feed your systems, as Rich was talking about. He has his own recipes for what works for him. But I want you all to look at 2. And one, again, is called Lifestream, and one is called Prime Again. And I think they're very important. And so although some of you may use our quinary, which is a combination of all 50, right, whole food ingredients for all of your major systems, these are 2 of those systems. This is your circulation. And I just see too much imbalance and deficiency in the circulatory system that I think we all would really feel better with extra nutrition in our circulation. And it's called Lifestream, right? Blood flow, Lifestream. And what Sunrider writes is get in a healthy flow. This natural supplement is designed to address the circulatory system or the water element. It prevents and promotes, right? But it's going to balance and it's going to help your body system, all the blood, right, that circulates. So for a lot of you, you have cold hands, cold feet, varicose veins, headaches, right? We're all in a mode of preventing, right? Heart attacks and blood pressure issues. We're looking at circulation. How does our circulation work? How does it work through our digestive tract? Your blood, right, matters. And how your blood flows matters. Lifestream also supports your body's digestive system and cleansing process, right? Because it is important, guys, that we all understand that without your blood, you aren't here. And so while you're digesting food, you have to have good circulation. While you're sleeping, you have to have good circulation. While you're thinking, your brain needs good circulation. I want you to think about how many times, right, you have seen your body swollen. You've said, wow, my fingers look swollen, my feet are swollen. Or how many times, right, you have looked and you've thought, wow, those veins look like they're popping. Or you've noticed, wow, I'm getting a lot of headaches. My eyesight isn't as great. My digestion isn't as wonderful. I want you to understand your circulation matters for every one of your systems. And to me, in my field, I see too much deficiency. So I want you to think about adding extra LifeStream, everybody. Promotes circulatory health and the circulatory and cardiovascular health, your heart health, right? It's important also to understand that when we're looking at cardiovascular, we're looking at how the blood flows, right, to the heart, from the heart. We're also looking for a lot of you when you are suddenly symptomatic and you're not sleeping as well. I want you to think that going hand in hand, especially for women with your hormones, is your circulatory system. When your blood flow is better, your hormones are better. So your Bella with your light stream, with your fortune is wonderful. For men, where I am 100% positive that when it comes to prostate health, circulation matters. When it becomes important for your cardiovascular system, for your heart, circulation matters. You have to look at, am I taking and feeding my body enough for my circulation to be working optimally? And for everyone who wonders how to improve your memory and your cerebral health or your brain health, improve your circulation. Improve your circulation. That's the bottom line. The other one is called Prime Again. And Prime Again is the food that feeds the endocrine system for all of you. Your adrenal glands are part of your endocrine system. It's what regulates all your hormones. Sunrider writes that your endocrine system helps regulate so much of your body, from your metabolism to your mood, to growth, to sleep, to sexual function. Our concentrated formula supports balanced hormones to support everybody's endocrine health and fight aging. You will notice again, as you are improving and feeding these different systems that all work together, you'll start to notice, my gosh, I thought I was just aging and this is just the way it was supposed to be. It's not. You get to feel better. And so by adding a little bit more Prime Again, which is really the fire element of the body, which brings back your life, your energy, your passion, your drive, right? It allows for you to feel hopeful. This matters. It improves depression. This is part of your quinary, but guys, I promise you, if you add a little bit extra and you're feeding these systems a little bit more, you're going to notice, kind of like Richard was talking about, that you feel better and your body is working better. And that you start to develop your own, what I like to call, right, salad bar recipes. Wow, those olives worked better. I'm not a carrot person, but I really like broccoli. You start to notice, even though most of you love quinary, you don't necessarily know what it feels like to add extra LifeStream, that your eyesight improves, or what it feels like to add extra Prime Again and have your mood lifted. So I want you all to think about these combinations. Bella, Prime Again, LifeStream Fortune, Meta Booster with Fortune Delight, LifeStream, right, and Prime Again. What the increase of that nutrition would do for everybody's ability to cope with their stress, improve their circulation, improve your hope, your depression, desires, and how we go forward. I'm looking for all of you to have better health going forward, right, through the summer. We want to stay hydrated. but it's time, guys, right? It's time for everyone to step it up. Step it up. We're going to be a little bit healthier. And if your product flavor is not there, okay, it's fine. Pick a new salad dressing. Different flavor. If your Cali's not there, pick a Fortune Delight. Right? If your liquefied's not there, then look for a Quinery in the bottle. You guys, I promise you, every product works. Every one of them is dense nutrition from the garden, concentrated. Everything will work. As I've said to you before, let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Everybody, back on the saddle, okay? Now, I'd love for Marlene or Donna, whomever's on, to come on, tell us about the other calls that are coming up for tonight. Unless someone has a question or a comment before that, I will take it.
I do. This is fine. Okay. Go ahead.
You can all fight for it.
Can a woman of 75 years of age take Metabooster and Bella?
You got it. You go, girl.
Thank you.
All right. Next.
Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Jen. All right. I'm 75 and I'm recovering from my third stroke. Regeneration and circulation and respiratory is something that I've been dearly fighting for. Excuse me. 11 months. I've been on Sunrider, hitting it hard, doing Q plus Quinery, basically a merit of things to see if I can get some kind of balance in my mind. And I need to tell you right now, 11 months into it, and I've not only lost 17 pounds of fat, but I no longer go into AFib. And I was going into AFib multiple times a day. I cannot tell you, and I probably should have kept track of all the cardiology, of all the heart medication they've had me on, and never once have they accomplished what this has accomplished.
Oh, yay.
On the heart medication I'm on right now, only because I know better than to stop it.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So happy for you.
I have asthma, which no longer bothers me. I was sleeping 2 to 3 hours a night. Now I'm getting 6 to 8. It is incredible. Get it? Get it for you, for your life. Because I tell you what, I was getting mighty close to I thought the end. Now I think I have a new beginning. Thank you.
Woohoo! Yay! That's what Sunrider's about, guys. Who else? Who wants to follow that?
I don't know if there's anybody else, but I know I listen on live stream, and I cannot and will not be without it because it has helped me tremendously in keeping my eye pressure level.
Ooh, that's wonderful. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, guys,
I had
keep
pain
doing
my
it.
and I always have to have it in stock. And I had pain in my left eye at one time, and as soon as I took the light stick, it went away.
Wow, Jeannie, order extra.
Because of the circulation, and I have to have it. It's a must for me.
See, again, everybody's going to find your own recipe. This is wonderful. Oh, honey, thank you. Thank you all for sharing. All right, Marlene, you're up.
Hi. Those are fantastic testimonies. And my goodness, every time I hear Mark speak, I get so excited because, you know, he just keeps improving and it's wow. So anyway, welcome back, Dr. Dees. We missed you. We appreciate you. And we've been honored to be able to do some of the calls for you. So right after this call is the Rising Stars team call. And this is a wonderful, supportive team. And we learn lots and we're there to support each other. And then that's at 4 Pacific, and then at 5 Pacific, we have Sunrider's Top Achievers call for IBOs. and that celebrates all the top achievers. And on this call will be featured Christina Steenmeyer. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, and she's from our Rising Stars team. So
And amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Well, all winners, you're not off the hook yet. So, love you guys. Love you all. Let's, guys, we're stepping right into this wonderful next part, I think, for everybody of summer with health and hope and happiness. And guys, remember, it's okay if the product is a little back ordered. We have plenty of products, okay? If you need me, reach out. If not, I will speak with you next week. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.